Gamecast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsod,
Ahoy.
and Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers. We are live right now on Twitch Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. We just finished the movie cast. Please join us. We'd love to hear from you guys during this episode, these episodes. But if you can't see these live and join us, over on YouTube has all the content for that. So you can always just leave us a comment over there. Love to hear from you and subscribe. All the audio stuff's still available. Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your audio podcasts. So, all right, guys. Gamecast. New week. What have you been up to, Mike? Kick us off here.
Playing a little more Outer Worlds. Finally got to the DLC part that I never played. It's pretty. The first one, the Parallel Gorgon one, it seems pretty expansive and good. The game is good. Again, I'm starting to see now that I'm like squeezing all the juice out of it a little more, because I know this is the last time I'll really touch this game. I'm seeing what I didn't like about it before, and the fact that like you have a lot of backtracking to do. They're trying to get more out of the smaller areas in that game, and I want a reason, I guess, occasionally to go back to a region that I've left, but so many of it is just going back and forth, kind of fetching a little bit too much, and you get the feeling that it's just because there's not new places in the game, like they didn't have that much space. But overall, I still really like it. I'm looking forward to the next one. It's starting to wear a little thin now that I'm trying to get everything I can out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing I did, I saw there was a free demo, and I wanted a little change of pace. If you couldn't tell from how I was feeling playing that game, was there was a free demo for the Shinobi game, the like 2D like high def sprite thing.
Yeah.
So I played that. It's basically the first level, and it was pretty fun. I don't know if I would buy it, but it was fun. It was a nice sort of modern retro experience, and just a nice thing to break things up. It's a demo. We'll see if I feel like playing more of it or not, but not at the moment. But I liked it, so it was fun. It was good.
Cool. All right. Corey, anything?
Nothing new.
Yeah.
Just a lot of Star Wars, the card game. Been practicing.
Yep. I played more Dragon Quest. I had to catch myself. I almost did it again. But I
Well,
made more,
share,
yeah, I caught it. Hey, I caught it though. I played more Dragon Quest. So it's good. They've done a great job with this game. I've never played Dragon Quest games before, to be honest with you guys. So when one of my characters finally died accidentally, I wasn't aware how permanent that really is in this game. So like it's not permanent, but it's like there's no like easy res stuff right now.
It's not like phase. Yeah, you got to go back to the church, I think.
Yep,
right?
Yep, the church. So I was like walking around with a casket with me, and I'm like, oh, this is bizarre. And I'm like, I feel like where am I going? I'm like, I'm gonna go to a church, I guess, and try to res them, and that worked. So, but overall, I mean, the funny part about this game is it's an old school game, so like the difficulty just like goes, like it just jumps, and they didn't really change that. Because I'm rolling through things, and then I'll just get one random encounter where I'm like, oh shit, these hit hard, and it's yeah. So I it's unbelievable, but yeah, it's a good game though. They did a great job in the remake. It looks great though, so I can't say enough about it.
How many hours in are you?
6, not far, but 6 hours in.
You got a long ways to go.
Oh, I know, I do. But it's like a 30-hour main story. I looked that up. I could get the main story.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why I bought it.
This is the early one.
Yeah. So that's why I bought it. So I was like, okay, I can get through that before I play something else. Which I think the next game I want to play really is Metal Gear, and that's the end of the month. So I have some time still. But I start bringing it with me to wherever I go so I can use it. It's on my Switch, so it's easy. Tony, what about you?
Let's see. I beat Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that had a great finale.
Yeah.
Really, like Nintendo, like I was talking about it last week. How when you play this, and if you played any of these other games by the studio, like Breath of the Wild, Odyssey, Splatoon, like you could just see like, oh, okay, like I see the inspiration here, or like when they're like, actually, wouldn't it be fun if we took this mechanic and twisted it into its own thing now, or like put a spin on it? And it's like, oh. Okay, that's really cool. And I don't want to say anything because it's like spoilery. And even like if I said it, like you'd be like, okay, that just sounds weird. But when you play it, you're like, oh, like okay, I get it. So it was really fun. I know fans of Donkey Kong older titles will be very happy and have been happy from what I've noticed with some of the characters you meet and stuff like that. So it's really fun. I don't know if I'm going to do the collect everything aspect of it because like I never even did it for Odyssey, and it's just
Yeah,
one of those things I'm like, there's so many, like it's just so many. But we'll see. Like you do unlock some things after you beat the game, par for the course. So we'll see. The other thing that I did get though was this indie collection called UFO 50 that they revealed at their indie direct last week. Came out on PC last year, but they stealth shadow dropped it after the indie direct. The best thing I can do to describe it is like imagine a session between a bunch of like musicians, but obviously instead of musicians, it's a bunch of indie developers, and they came up with 50 games that are like super indie. Like I'm talking like NES levels of simplicity, where it's D-pad movement and two buttons, and like
Hmm.
that's pretty much it.
Hmm.
But the games range from like simple like platformers to puzzlers to apparently there's like one or two RPGs in here that are like eight
Huh.
to 10 hours in length.
Wow.
And yeah, it's really crazy. So and right from the start, you just have all 50 games. So it's kind of overwhelming in a way. I don't know if you ever played one of those like hacked emulator packages or something that where like it boots up or
Yeah.
you know a
Mhm.
retro console where it's like you just have like 30 games.
Oh,
You're like,
list of games. Yeah.
oh, like, right. So I just pick one randomly, and it's some 2D like imagine Zelda 2 almost, where you start in the center of a screen and you go left or right. I'm like, okay, well, most of these games you want to go right. So I just push the right button. And the second tile in, I step on it and I see it move, but before I could do anything, respond, because you move slow as molasses in this, ceiling block just comes down and crushes me and kills me instantly. I'm just like, oh, we're that now, apparently. This is one of those types of games. So then, thankfully, it's a really quick like reboot, obviously. And I'm just looking, and I'm like, how was I supposed to be able to tell? And I look, and like, it again, it's like those NES titles where like the block is a little bit different or a little off colored, and it's like, you son of a bitch. Like, okay, so that was the tutorial of the game saying like, hey, pay attention to blocks and how they appear and stuff like that. Because in just a couple of other screens, like there was a false wall that you just use a walkthrough. And there's nothing to tell you this other than your own observation through your eyes, right?
Hmm.
So I know we talked about this not too long ago, where like games back in the day, like we just had knowledge of through like magazines or like just through the grapevine, like, oh, like you gotta crouch over here for 30 seconds in Castlevania 2, and then what was it, tornado picks you up and drops you off for the next area or something like that. And I'm just like, holy shit. So
Old school.
that was one game. There's
Yeah.
like this other game that was like a ninja side scroller where you just move right and literally it's just jump and double jump and you throw a shuriken. Um, but anything kills you. Like one hit just kills you and you only get like
Mm.
3 lives. And it's straight up just game over. I'm like, okay. And we're like, as the level's progressing, we're just getting into this like, oh, dodge everything. I'm like, it's not quite bullet hell, but I'm just like, you don't move that fast to be able to dodge all this stuff. So it's a lot of like memorization, like
Mhm.
section, kind of thing. So it's interesting. I think it's like $25
Sorry, my window
for
closed. I reopened it. Sorry. Go
for
on.
full
Sorry,
price.
buddy.
Yeah, but it's really fun so far. There's a couple multiplayer titles too, so I'm gonna check that out when I have some
Nice.
friends over. But it's really cool, just just as a passion project of like super indie titles where it's like these weren't gonna be full fledged games, but we had an idea to like just take these indie game ideas we had. It's like, oh, let's just make a mini bite sized game out of it.
Right.
Cool.
This is the one where it's like it's got like a whole meta story there. It's like a fictional company making all of these games. Is that this one?
Maybe?
Hmm.
Question mark.
I thought that was. I mean, I've heard people talk about this. I thought that was that. I'm not sure.
Hey, maybe.
But
I don't know. So interesting though. Uh, I don't know. I gotta get into something else. I think for here. I think for my what I want to start doing is bringing my Switch with me wherever I go, and then play something on the PS5 or maybe on the Xbox mic if live or something.
Xbox.
Yeah, there might be something on.
Everything's an
it's
Xbox.
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, I could do Marvel Rivals. You know what's funny is I haven't really played Marvel Rivals. We talk about Marvel Rivals all the time on here, and I haven't played it. So
I have been playing a bit of that because the new season, well, the new half
Like-
season started.
I'm not mentioning it anymore when I'm playing it, but yeah, I'm playing it.
Yeah,
Do you guys think that like I could jump in now and play that game still? Because it's
sure.
like
Why not?
there's
You
so many, 'cause it's
could.
been out so long. It's been out so long. Like I'm gonna get
I
rolled
mean,
by
It's
people.
an
there's
everlasting game type of thing. It's like
and
Fortnite. It's been out
and
too
we
long,
just
but it doesn't
started.
matter. Just
Yeah.
do it.
You're right, and we just started a half season recently too, so it's kind of new to everyone. Like Blade is now in the game, and he's like a plague on the game at the moment because everyone wants to be him and everyone sucks at him. No one can play him. And it's like an automatic loss when Blade is on your team. I've seen people ban Blade because they saw someone on their team wanted to be Blade. It's kind of toxic, but it's also like that's how people are viewing Blade at the moment. It's like I do not want a Blade on my team. I think 1 out of 10 games I played with Blade, there was a good Blade so far. So
Good.
so everyone's learning right now, so it's not a bad time to hop in.
New meta.
'Cause
New meta.
It's a new half season. Things are
Or-
There you
different.
go.
Or you can hop into Fortnite. I didn't
Yeah,
mention that.
I do
New
need to get
season
into.
start-
I do. How is the Power Ranger stuff?
It's pretty fun, actually. So, like, officially, the Power Ranger stuff hasn't started. Apparently, that's in their half season update next month. Like, the characters in it, you can unlock the Green Ranger and the White Ranger, and you can buy the set of the base original skins right now. But there's like a location for it's called like the Ranger Base Destroyed or something like that. Because you're just shooting bugs and stuff. But like, it's so funny because like literally, it's kind of like broke ass Helldivers right now. Where like there's these sections on the map where you just go and there's like these nests that you have to destroy by shooting them, obviously, duh. And as you're shooting them, bugs are coming and like try to get in your face and damage you and killing you and stuff like that. And there's the small ones that are like kind of like Zerglings where they have to melee you, and then there's one like that's a big fat tank that turns around and like shoots laser shit out of his ass. And there's a queen, and once you destroy the queen, you get a medal. So like. I don't know if any of this makes sense, but movement in Fortnite is one of the best things because normally you can only like sprint for like a couple seconds. There's 2 medallions in there that one gave you a double jump and jump buff, and there's one that like increased your speed and sliding distance. But you can equip multiple of these medallions. There's only one each game of each type, but once you kill somebody that had it, they drop it so you can pick it up. So like just for this first weekend, because again, it just came out Thursday.
Yeah.
This past weekend, it was literally just one person managed to kill the other people with the medallions, and they would get all 3. And literally, it was like fighting somebody that had cheat codes enabled because they could double jump, they could slide, sprint, they were regenerating shields. So like, I was in a car trying to drive away from one, and he was just chasing after me by running, sliding, and jumping. I'm like, dude, I can't get away from you. Like, you are Superman right now. You like literally, I cannot shake you off my butt for anything I tried, and it was just stupid. So they patched it immediately today or yesterday, whatever it was. Really funny. I was like, yeah, I knew they had to do that because people were just complaining and posting videos. But yeah, it's really fun, and they did the Power Ranger stuff total justice. Like, it's really cool.
Cool. Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
check
they
it
don't
out.
good.
look like from the screenshots I've seen. Like, although obviously they're all helmeted, but it doesn't quite have the like Fortnite-itis look to it.
No, yeah, like it looks true to like the show more than like an adaptation of like Fortnite, like the Marvel characters or something like that. So
yeah, it's like, that's always good when they can honor something and do it justice, because a lot of times you get these IPs or you get these characters or whatever, and they throw them in and it's just like half-assed or it looks terrible or
it
doesn't
look out of
really
place.
represent the theme at all. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
it's really cool. And then apparently at the half season we will be able to like get into the Megazord.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like,
I heard Moxie
really-
was in there too.
Still
Moxie's
confused about like what abilities are available to these hero characters in a game like Fortnite.
If you like 99.99%, it's nothing. It's just your basic abilities and stuff like that. But like for seasons, there will be like Power Ranger equipment apparently, like the gun that like morphs into this. They call it a sword, but it's like that's a dagger, like the default pistol thing. Apparently that's going to be in there and whatnot. And like when you're in the Megazord, I'm sure you're going to have like the power sword, whatever other bullshit they come up with. Like Superman was just in the last season, and you could literally fly around. You could like dash into people with a super punch, and you could shoot out your like laser beams out of your eyes and stuff. So they're trying to do source material, but it's like limited time stuff because like if everybody was that, it would be kind of crappy. It's like something's like they're like the Superman logo drops from the sky or whatever it was, and it's like you got to go through, and then one person becomes Superman, and like basically it's a 1 versus 99 like battle.
Yeah, so it's a little bit like how the Battlefront is what I'm
Yeah,
comparing that to.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that's exactly how it was in the Star Wars season. Because like a portal would open up and like Darth Vader would be like, "Yes, I'll train you," and like you go in, he gives you a lightsaber, and then depending on which Star Wars character you did, you got a different force power. So like Darth Vader taught you how to like throw the lightsaber, but like the Emperor taught you how to do force lighting, and that was total bullshit because it would do an EMP on V. So like somebody's trying to get away, you're just like, nope, like zap, kill him. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's right. Cool. I want to check that. Maybe I'll add that one. That's
It's
on
free.
everything. That's on everything too. I can play it anywhere. My Mac, everything I can play.
Yep.
So, all right. Let's get into a little bit of news here. Little Sony news. First of all, we got the quarterly results a couple days ago. So, PlayStation quarterly results for quarter one, fiscal year 2026. Over 80.3 million PS5 consoles shipped total. PS5 hardware sales increased 4.1% this quarter to 2.5 million. Game and network services sales up 8% year over year. Operating profit climbed 127%. Software sales reached 65.9 million, up 23%. PSN monthly active users increased plus 6% from 116 million to 123 million. We got a lot of people on the PS Plus accounts. That's a lot of subscriptions. So
I mean, they have the lower tier where it's required for playing online. So
yeah, it's true.
counting that, I guess.
Yeah, what's interesting is they acknowledged or stated in whatever. There's the whole slide deck that you can see, but they're saying that the introduction of those other tiers, which we were all like, "Are you serious?" Like, because they don't want to straight up do Game Pass, but they introduced the different tiers with different offerings for its own thing. But they're all super expensive, and it's like, whatever. Like, you get some people versus no people. Like, you can't get any money if you're not offering higher tiers. Like, you get something, and just enough people are able to move the needle that much for them, which is really crazy.
It is crazy, actually, that works that way. So
so be prepared. I'm sure we might see that.
Yep.
For the others.
Yep. Other news from Sony. They're still trying to pursue their live service games. While they admit that it hasn't been a rocky start.
They did admit it.
That was what I'm talking about. They finally came out and admitted they've had a let's see. They've admitted their push is not entirely going smoothly, is what they were. That's a quote right there.
No.
But they are still working towards their live service game push. So that is still going to happen for those wondering. You're still going to get that stuff. But
do you think Marathon is ever going to come out?
No.
Yes,
really?
I do.
Absolutely. I mean, they put too much money into it, and it's too close to completion. I'm not saying it's going to be great, but
I mean, they just push it out. So you think?
But...
Okay.
I mean, the alternative would be to just close down Bungie.
That's true.
Or severely,
which I don't want.
Which that's not happening. Yeah. They're working on folding it into the PlayStation Studios.
Right. That is the one thing they are. I think it was the vice president or I forget. Somebody, one of the higher ups, is like, "Yeah, we're pushing Bungie to be more of a Sony studio than, you know how the whole thing happened, and you know my rant about Bungie and fucking shit, not knowing what the fuck they want, depending on the year." They're like, "Yeah, we're gonna help move Bungie to be an internal Sony studio." It's like, oh, I think they finally had enough with the Bungie leadership, and I'm pretty sure those people will probably be fired and replaced by Sony people in the next 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
I can see it. Definitely. What do you think is going on? Yeah, go ahead.
The one thing, though, I want to say real quick about the live service, or games of service, whatever you want to call it. I do think they realized after Concord that they can't launch something as
bland,
an exclusive. Well, besides bland, but being like, it's a PS5 exclusive plus PC.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Right?
Also, the price point is something they got to look at.
Yeah.
If they're going to do live service, like you cannot put a barrier to entry up right away.
They got
it's tough.
They got thrown off by Helldivers, honestly. Helldivers 2, because that was a $40 game and it blew up, and it was also PlayStation and PC exclusive. They're like, all right, this is easy.
The thing is, I'm sure they had they had I'm sure they had the data based on Destiny 2, right? Because they acquired Bungie for this, right? And they looked at the data that probably Bungie had, like, hey, you could sell just the game, right? People buy it and then they play it, whatever, right? But then the Helldivers 2 success probably reinforced that, like, oh yeah, hell yeah, like literally Helldivers, yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably like, okay, great, and so obviously Concord is going to do amazing, and then it didn't, and then it was such a disaster. Again, one of the biggest flounders of Sony's entire history, like akin to like PS3 $599 price tag bomb that I'm equating it to. I'm sure they're like, wait, this doesn't work. Holy shit! Because again, you have to realize that when all these games were approved and budgeted, was bare minimum 4 or 5 years ago, when it was more of a Wild Wild West situation. But again, now you have things like Fortnite and Roblox, Call of Duty that just suck the air out of the thing. Matt Piscatella was even saying like 50% of monthly active users on PlayStation and Xbox are just playing those 3 titles. So it's like all the online people that could be playing your game, half of them automatically are just going to be playing other games. So what are you going to do? You're going to limit yourself to half of the audience, or I guess half of 2/3 of the audience, by limiting it to PlayStation 5. It's not feasible, man. It's just not.
I agree. Let's see. Xbox is canceling Contraband. This was tweeted by Jason Schreier a couple of days ago.
It's another day, and another Xbox thing gets canceled or fired or closed down.
What this was.
Contraband was announced in 2021 from Avalanche Studios, Just Cause. After 4 years of radio silence, sources tell Bloomberg News that it's being canceled. This is after their layoffs. Obviously, they're canceling. This was a project probably also Axe that we didn't hear from. But
yeah, so let's see. Let's just make sure. So when the radio silence, game gets canceled. When they even do a vertical slice of Perfect Dark, it gets canceled.
Yeah. Nothing gets made. What do they do at Microsoft Games? Just so I know. What is it that you do here? That's what I want to know. Because they don't make games, because we don't get any new ones.
Talk about games.
They talk about
that will
games.
never come
Obsidian's
out.
got
They love
three
to talk about
They
in
love
a
the
year.
theory of
Obsidian's
games.
doing great.
Yeah, they love the theory of games. It's, but they don't actually make these games. Sometimes you have to release games, for those wondering, to actually make money on those games, rather than just cancel things. So is
I
it
don't
like,
think they care about that.
do they just look at like tax write-offs are better? Just tax write-off, lost money.
That's what it was.
That's
Like,
probably what it was. Yeah.
But again,
They're just looking to work at Tyson too. So
Yeah.
that's
it just goes,
Starbound, by the way. She's apparent. I never even heard of this. Like, she's not quitting her Xbox job, but now she's also part of Tyson's board.
who?
Whatever. Sarah Bond. She like Tyson Chicken.
Oh, and
she's working for them also now.
What?
Which is
That's weird.
It's a weird call.
Yes.
Do we do a chicken collab soon?
I mean, it'd be a shame if she fell into like a chicken shredder.
Goodness.
Wow.
I don't.
That'd be terrible.
I don't think she makes
Dark, man.
real decisions. I honestly don't believe any of those talking heads. Her, Phil, or
You shouldn't.
the other guy. I don't believe they have any power. I believe they're all
No,
just
they do.
there to take slings and arrows. They're just faces. They're not in control of anything.
I mean,
That's
to a
what
degree, I would agree. Like, Satya goes, hey, we need layoffs. It's their job to figure out where those layoffs go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
really,
100%.
that's how it goes. In a
guess.
big company, they're like, hey, we need to make X cuts. You figure it out. Like, because I don't care. Like, I'm Satya, and I pay you to do this thinking for me. But the board is saying we need to cut X jobs so our stock market price goes up Y%. You figure it out. And it's their jobs to be like, okay, well, actually, fuck, Hi-Fi Rush devs, fuck, Tango Gameworks. It's like, fuck this studio, fuck that. It's all bullshit. And they get paid fucking millions and millions.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely. So I don't know, but
It's your choice shit right there.
huh?
Nothing. It's funny. The board I'm thinking about are Worlds instantly, and like it's like I can't wait to kill all those guys.
Yeah, and it's funny.
And Outer Worlds.
It's really funny because that is like almost, satirical exactly, and it's like, we're Obsidian, we're making a game that's like this.
I'm
While we're owned by the company that most represents this.
I'm getting more excited for that game. I actually can't wait to play that game. I don't know what it is. I'm in that mood. I can feel it. I want to play that
I
game.
can see that.
Yeah, it's in that.
I hope it's
I'm ready
good.
for that.
I really
Yeah.
do. I hope it's good.
So
Because if it's not, I mean, it doesn't matter, even if it is. Like,
It could be a huge success. They could make money over money. It doesn't matter. There's no goal. There's no, hey, pat on. They could even give them a pat on the back. They could go there and say, "You guys are awesome," and then tomorrow fire them all because that's what
Yeah,
you do.
exactly.
It's weird though because again, that would be the third game they're releasing this year, Obsidian. So that's weird.
Yeah,
Definitely different than every
it is.
other
yeah.
part of Xbox right now.
Yeah,
The
that's
funny
true.
thing is, I read this tinfoil hat theory, and that's all I'm going to say. It's a theory, but I had to at least entertain it, where somebody was saying that they're pushing Outer Worlds 2 so much is because originally they were supposed to be not like marketing, I guess, or focusing, but like Starfield 2 or Starfield with its second DLC was supposed to be like a big tentpole release for this holiday season or whatever.
Mhm.
But whatever, it got delayed, and now they're waiting for it to be completed along with the PlayStation 5 port early
that's
next
supposed to be happening next year now, which is I didn't talk about the PlayStation stuff, but I think I predicted that they would delay their big second DLC out of this year because they got such backlash from their last one. So they're in no rush to do that.
Yeah,
again.
I feel like it's a Hail Mary. Like if the second DLC, because that's supposed to be the Meteor one too, right? Like in terms of content.
I thought
it's
that-
supposed to be more, I think, story relevant. I feel like because it's just based on its rumored name.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, no, I don't know what they're doing. Outer Worlds, I hope, is good, and there's no goalpost for this, anyways. So there's no, like I said, it sucks to say it, but it's true, and we'll see.
I think that's its best shot though. Is
I just-
releasing
Yeah,
kind of like
you're right.
Cyberpunk, where
you're
like you release 2.0. I'll just call it 2.0. I don't know
Yeah.
what they will actually call
well,
it.
that would be
2.0 on the same day that they do the PS5 port. You get the marketing and hope for the best, right?
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, like,
And I sincerely mean that. Like, I would
yeah.
love a great game,
Absolutely.
and that's why I
Yeah.
said I'm pretty sure that's the last thing I said about it. I tried it, and I was like, I'll wait for this to cook a little bit longer.
yeah,
It's
I'll
funny
return.
also
Yeah.
because playing Outer Worlds, it's like I just wish these games could be
Could
combined.
be fused. Like you
into-
take the best parts of
Yeah.
each. Yeah.
Yeah, if Outer Worlds had like shipbuilding and like space battles and all the scope that Starfield has, it'd be really good.
yeah,
But if Starfield also could have like the character and humor and like consistent finished stuff in it,
no.
then it would be real better too. So just
Well, when it
combine-
comes out on PlayStation, maybe it'll be the push it needs with
Maybe.
the DLC and stuff.
Yeah,
I think well, because I mean, you look like, and
see,
unless the game is super bad, but I mean, look at Forza, you look at Indiana Jones, you look at all the other titles that
They've done
released,
well.
and
They've
it
done
seems
really
like it's
well.
doing well.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
They've always been the top list because of that. Those games in those top tens, and Indiana Jones was there for a while, and Forza is always there, and so it's a good move for them to get these games out there, and this will be no different. It'll just push it. It sucks to give excuse, like it just sucks that like this is the conversation we have to have with Microsoft because their success levels are so different than what a gaming company should be for what a gaming success is, and they need multi-platform in order to show that success. They have to. There's no way you can sell this in their current platform that we were just talking. I think it was last week we were just talking about how they're less than 30 million consoles or whatever it was. We're arguing.
A little bit more than 30 million.
Oh,
Like
okay,
the
I was
fact
like-
that we're 5 years deep, and it's like we're arguing if it did or did not hit 30 million.
Yeah,
Like,
so
that's sad.
like you can't make money on that if you're putting all this money into a video game. You don't have enough market to sell to just one system. You don't. So
yeah.
it's
I mean,
it's
the PC. Everything is an Xbox. So
it's what they're doing. So all right, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode, folks. I think I got to throw them. Yeah, I did. That's all the news for this week. We're going to wrap it up. We'll see you guys next week on the Moviecast Gamecast. Once again, live on Twitch, Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock, YouTube, all the content's over there. We'd love to hear from you guys on either side, so come join us live or leave us a comment on YouTube. Thumbs up, like, give us a subscription too. Helps us out. We'll see you guys next week. We are out.